Alright, got a match here versus Ferrari, and that little thing in my channel about 2 for a roulette or 3 for a battle, well, this guy is the first one to accept that. So, it's really sweet. And here's his battle the next day, and this is going on. So there's Blissey out versus Crobat. I don't even remember what I led. Oh, that's right, it was a jump pluff. Freaking Pluffinator Windman. So that was really sweet, and I was kind of upset that he had a lead that happened to be faster than Pluff, and that kind of made me sad face, but whatever. I expected a switch to Ape, but I didn't really have anything to go to just in case he wanted a Hypnosis, and just in case he wanted to U-turn, then he could see what I switched to. So I figured I'll just S-toss, whatever. I go to Dusknoir because sometimes that works, even though a lot of people now, because that used to be so popular, they just immediately use a flame attack or a fire attack, but fortunately I got out of that one. I'm giving you a little light show there, doing the light show. It's a rave. It's a pretty long light show, actually. Enough with the light show. In comes another light show because it's shiny as elf. Looks kind of cool, actually. And I sneak it. I figured I might live a hit. I'm not sure what it wants to do. And I get a gay crit. I mean, I don't like winning like that way. It's kind of lame. It doesn't show anything. See? Right there during battle. That's not fun. That doesn't mean anything. That sucks. So, whatever. In comes a Metagross, and I don't think it's CB'd because I lived that. I didn't have anything to go to, so I figured I'll check it out. So, turns out that it's got lefties, which is nice, and I actually end up with more HP than I started with at the end of that turn due to Pain Split, so that was really good. So, because of lefties, I'm figuring it's got a lot of HP and defense, and Earthquake probably isn't going to 2-hit KO, so I'm going to go with the Will-O-Wisp, hoping that it hits and I can cripple the Metagross. Unfortunately, he got an attack raise, which was really bad for me. That made me really mad. And so now I have no idea if I'm going to live this, which was the entire plan, but thankfully I do because it's freaking Wind Noir, and he's like, I got this on lockdown, which he does. That was the whole plan. I get down here, and now it's really low, and I'm just going to Shadow Sneak it, and I should be able to... What? Oh, he bullet punched. Oh, that made me so mad. I was like, no way. Like, everything worked according to plan, and then sneak bullet punch, and I was kind of upset. So, I know he wants to bullet punch again, but I've got a couple guys that I really, really don't want to take a hit. So I brought in something faster than it that he's already seen, so that he will bullet punch, and I'll go to something else to take it. So, I could have went to Bliss, I could have went to Salamence. Honestly, I could have stayed in and used Sub. But I went to this guy so he could get Poison on, and I wouldn't have to worry about the Hypnosis, or at least I could attempt to switch into that later on or something. So that was the thought process there, but after I did it I realized subbing was probably better, but I didn't, so whatever. I have to switch because Aerial Ace is going to kill Breloom, so I went to Bliss, and it was just kind of more the same that we saw before, and it's going to happen a lot. So I get an S-Toss in. I didn't know if he wanted to taunt or not, and I figured I can probably land a counter on the U-turn if I'm not taunted, so whatever. I didn't end up pulling that off, but meh, it happens. And in comes a Cress. Now I know that usually Bliss is going to come out on top of this, almost, or at least back in the day when Cress was starting to become popular, that was the case. I, however, don't know anymore because I haven't been in the middle of the competitive metagame in forever, so I don't know anything. And that was a bad series of hacks. As you can see, I'm really pissed off. Psychic lowered my defense, Sleep Powder missed, and I get critical hitted, and that sucked. Because I don't have anything that can take out Cress. I've got maybe the Mix Ments with Draco Meteor and Crunch, and then I've got Nazelf with Explosion. But that's like it. I was hoping for that Leech Seed, so I could just sit there all day on whatever the hell he wanted to bring in. With Encore and Leech Seed and whatever. Sub. That made me mad. I was hoping I'd be faster, because he's supposed to be, but my Breloom's not as fast as many people put it. Although actually a lot of people are putting him even slower now, which is fine, so whatever. And Crobat is pretty much like the best thing ever, except for maybe Yanmega to bring into Breloom here. So, unless you pack Stone Edge, then that's not good. But, so be it. Mine doesn't. I want to get a Leech Seed Breloom so I can beat crap like this, but wasn't able to. Focus Punch didn't do much, but hey, it's damage. And after all this time, now he finally chooses to use Hypnosis. And there were so many turns I was expecting to see it, and I just didn't. And then later on in the match, it just came out, and I'm like, what? Why was he hiding that? And where was it? So I'm not sure what was going on. I mean, sometimes it's good to hide moves so you can surprise later and stuff like that. Keep them uninformed so that they just don't know. But man, that's not a move you want to hide or keep secret or not use. I mean, he should have at least used it, in a row. Granted, this is natural cure, but then just use it again, predicting the switch out. So I predicted aromatherapy, and I figured I could live in Ice Beam if it didn't happen. So that's why I went to Breloom there, because I figured it was a free turn. And even if I did get hit with an Ice Beam, like I said, I'll live it. I won't get frozen, and I'll be able to do whatever the hell I want, really. So in comes the Cress. I still honestly have no idea what type it is. I don't know if it has Rest Talk. I don't know if it uses Moonlight. I don't know. I don't know if it's Specs or anything like that. Actually, I think it's got it's got lefties, so I shouldn't say Specs. But that was what I thought earlier, because I have seen that crap before. So, but I've only seen 2 moves, or at least that's all I think I've seen. That's all I remember is Psychic and Ice Beam. So a little upset about that. I just don't know. And as long as he doesn't have Rest, I can sit there all day and eventually get a crit or eventually wear it down. And use a sub up just because it makes prediction easier, and I go with a Focus Punch just because it's more powerful. I don't know why he taunted. I guess he figured I would switch, but if you have a sub up, only like 1% of the time should you switch and waste it. I mean, I got it there. I'm going to keep it there. It's free. I'll get in some damage, so I'm not too sure what that thought process was, but I was pretty glad he did it. Might have been a misclick for all I know. I don't. So, in comes the Crest again, and it's taken a dirt nap, and I'm trying to hit it with some Seed Bombs. But Crest is just a beast, and it's going to take him all day. Apparently all night. I mean, it's sleeping, so... Well, now it's not, so I guess it's going to take it during the day. And critical hit, oh, that's right, you get that crit. And then Taunt wears off at a perfect time, which is nice. Granted, it was a long time, but a perfect time nonetheless. Unless it was max, then that doesn't count. But whatever, so I get to Spore again, which is good. And then it looks like 3 more Seed Bombs are going to do it, which is a sad concept, considering it's at less than 50%, and I'm hoping for 3, but whatever. I hit it with 1, does well, but it looks like the second one's not going to kill it. So I go for it, of course, anyway. Maybe I'll get a crit, and I was right, it doesn't kill it, which is insane. And if it was Jolly, God, I would have taken 4, and that's just disgusting. So Seed Bomb again, which was kind of probably stupid, because now he lived that, and I don't have a sub up, which was also really stupid. So I'm like, don't! But at least now I know it doesn't pack Roost. When I didn't see that Hypnosis, that's what I was thinking, and I was thinking it was Roost. So, and now he does put me to sleep, which is kind of a problem, because it has Natural Cure. I don't want to go to a Zelf, because it has a Focus Sash. I don't want to go to Breloom, because it's not going to do shit except die. I don't want to go to Salamence, because I don't want that to get put to sleep. And then all I have left is Blissey. So I'm afraid of Moonlight at this point, because I know he could have rested earlier when he didn't, and I was like really happy about that. I was surprised and happy, and I was doing a dance. But it could still pack Moonlight for all I know. I don't know. And in comes the Bliss to take the expected Draco Meteor, but I don't really want to stay in for that. I know I've got Brick Break. It's one of those sweet mix menses, but it's not going to KO. So I'm just going to go to Breloom, play it safe. I know he'll live the Ice Beam just in case it did pack it. So, or if it was T-Wave or something, who knows. Just playing it safe at this point. So I figured I kind of had it in the bag, is that Crobat's getting down there and that Cress is down there, and I don't think it can heal. But who knows. I was just playing it safe for a long time. I finally landed a freaking Focus Punch on the Bliss. So that was nice. And it took a surprisingly long time for the HP to drain down in RL. I forgot how long that was. Once again, I don't have a sub up. And just for the sake of time, as I noticed that it was running over 40 minutes, I just let the Breloom die. And then I realized that probably wasn't smart, just in case, because I've got to have something get to sleep. And if my something dies, I'm in deep trouble. So I go to the Mence now. And if he doesn't put me to sleep, I kill it. And if he does put me to sleep, then Bliss is free just to finish off the match, or a Zelf, whatever it wants to choose. So he does in fact put Bahamut to sleep, and now Minerva gets to finish the job. So that's sweet. that was the match, and I hope you think you got your money's worth at least for it. So that was a lot of fun. First time I've played in a long time, and hope you guys enjoyed that. So take care, and see you later. Bye.